2014, New Hampshire passed Obamacare Medicaid expansion. Now, fortunately, it automatically sunsets in 2016 unless it's reauthorized. The Republicans control the New Hampshire state legislature. How would you advise them to vote on reauthorizing Medicaid expansion? And if you were president, would you repeal Obamacare and defund Medicaid expansion?
I think it is a serious mistake for the state of New Hampshire to reauthorize Medicaid expansion under Obamacare. Obamacare has been a disaster for millions of people across this country. And if you look at Medicaid expansion, if you look at some of the data nationwide, when Medicaid is expanded, you end up seeing worse health outcomes for your citizens. What ends up happening is people get crowded off of private insurance. People start being dumped from their private insurance and forced onto Medicaid instead. And being on Medicaid, by the way, doesn't guarantee health care. The fact that you got a little card doesn't mean you can actually find a real doctor to treat you.
That's right.
And if you look at the mortality rates under Medicaid expansion, you're not helping your citizenry. And I understand the song and dance that is sold to the state politicians of, hey, this is free money. This is all coming from the federal government. Take the free money. Well, the simplest principle of economics is Tonstoffel. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch. The federal government, we have a $19 trillion national deficit. This bill is coming back to the men and women of New Hampshire. So you keep taking the Medicaid expansion, what you're going to end up doing is jacking up taxes here in New Hampshire, on New Hampshire businesses, killing jobs, killing opportunity. So I think it's a mistake to have Medicaid expansion under Obamacare. And you ask more broadly what I intend to do on Obamacare. As president, we will repeal every single word of Obamacare.
And replace it with what?
And so this woman's question was, and replace it with what? And it's a great question. Listen, everyone agrees. We're not done once that happens. We need health care reform. I think health care reform should follow the principles of expanding competition, expanding the marketplace, empowering patients and consumers to make decisions in consultation with their doctors, and disempowering government bureaucrats from getting in between us and our doctors. Now, let me give you 3 reforms that follow those principles. Number 1, we should allow people to purchase health insurance across state lines. That is currently illegal. If you live in New Hampshire and you want to buy health insurance in any other state in the union, it's illegal for you to do that. What that would do is it would create a 50-state national marketplace that would expand the availability dramatically of low-cost, catastrophic health insurance. If you want more access, listen, everyone wants more people with health insurance. That is a common goal. If you want more access, the biggest barrier is cost. If you ask people who don't have insurance, why don't you have insurance? They say, I can't afford it. You want more access, what do you want? You want more choices and lower cost. What does Obamacare do? Fewer choices and higher cost. The second thing we need to do is we need to expand health savings accounts so people can save in a tax-advantaged way for more routine health care needs and prevention. And then the third thing we need to do is we need to work to de-link health insurance from employment. You know, right now, if you lose your job, you don't lose your car insurance or your life insurance or your house insurance. There's no reason on earth you should lose your health insurance, and it's the worst one to lose, because that goes to creating a lot of the problems of pre-existing conditions where someone loses their job and then they can't get a new job because they've gotten sick or gotten injured. So I think we need to reform health insurance so that it is personal, it's portable, and it's affordable, and I think that's a much more attractive vision to the American people than is the top-down failure that is Obamacare.